Welcome to yet another G.I. Joe classified review. It's Moody here to talk about number 14 in the classified series line, Big Boa. He's the Cobra trainer coming from a long line of prize fighters, and he really didn't get his lore expanded in the G.I. Joe world until DDP, Devil's Due Publishing, of course, with comic appearances in 2002 from Josh Blaylock, Homecoming Part 2. But before the comic lore, the figure did debut in 1987 with a lot of Rocky inspiration. Inspired by Rocky Sly, but man, this is way more Shamrock. Got the dazed look, beat up face, teeth missing. They did a good job. It looks like he's got a cut on his lip. But this sculpt won't be for everybody, and most will return to the classic Big Boa look. Very reminiscent of the OG. Some slight changes made. It's pretty stiff. Not quite a, Mezco NECA Super 7 level of sharpness, but overall it's a good helmet. It's definitely Big Boa. Moving on to the torso. Man, this is the second shirtless body in this wave. What's going on here? If you saw my quick kick review, I went over several torsos. This time I don't have to do that because I think this is pretty much all new, but the arms. We still got pins in the arms, and that's because they're Sarges. Just got a slight skin tone differential there, a little bit more of a tan for Big Boa. Torso is different, obviously, for Sarge. Get the tank top, but they're very similar in size. Bringing over Dr. Mindbender, who's definitely done a lot more cardio and had a lot less protein. But the cod piece is very reminiscent, but it is not the same. It looks like part of it could be, if you really take a look, but is it repainted? I don't think so. I think it's a new cod piece. Crotch watching, guys. It's what we do on this channel. High boots. There aren't too many figures who have higher boots than this, except Mindbender and some bats and stuff like that. But going into the Viper, those are about as high as you could get. But they look like all new, the wrestling style boots. And Sarge doesn't even have those. Sarge has his commander boots. So pretty interesting there. Looks like we're getting pretty much an all new body besides the arms. The hands have the bloody wraps and grips there, so you could equip him with guns. He doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories, and that's part of the deal. I like the blood personally. I know some people want it left alone. They're not big fans of battle damage, but it definitely adds some character. I like that they've done that. With Classified, they're willing to take more of those risks. Lenny called Big Boa's hands fists the size of frozen turkeys, and we'll show you those gloves. He's got some pretty big hands. I'm not sure if they're similar to anybody else's. Dan, to go through everyone's hands, that would just take forever, guys. Sorry about that, but I think we covered what we got. The belt looks fairly new to me. If you spot anything I'm missing, parts and pieces, please let me know in the comments. And one last cue is he's got nipples. And I remember them having a good chuckle at the fan stream when he was saying he was listening to the fans. You want nipples because Mindbender didn't have any. Yeah, they were supposed to be covered, but it's an extra detail that costs them a little bit of cash. Overall, I mean, it's pretty cool. Basic figure, exactly like he was late 80s. This could have been a carded figure with the punching bag. Well, the most important accessories, of course, are these boxing gloves, but they're more like 8-ounce MMA sparring gloves, maybe 10-ounce, but they're not quite boxing gloves. I'll show you why. Yes, this is a larger scale WWE Mattel figure, but the boxing gloves are much bigger. I mean, they're even more proportionally bigger, but hey, maybe that's the point, being a little more updated. I would have liked a little bit tighter, smaller MMA gloves. These are more like the sparring versions. We've got the back of the box, of course, this wonderful packaging. This is the final wave for. And it's an MMA cage. Not a whole lot of Easter eggs or anything like that, but an MMA cage, not a boxing one. I know it's my background and everything, but showcasing the newness there with the bloody wraps and brand new helmet. But yeah, not a whole lot going on here. Do love the artwork. They did a great job. They kept the helmet on. Pretty classic. And then that's how he looks in the package. Cutting back to Big Boa in these gloves. Got a lot of fun detail. They're very well done. I can't wait to get more of these. Maybe we'll get some Joe ones, a training room. I know there's 3D printed punching bags going around. That's the deal. I mean, they could have made this a deluxe with the punching bag, but then Metalhead would have been short. And I called Metalhead a deluxe despite some of the disappointments in that figure as far as functionality. It did come with a whole lot. We include a punching bag with this guy. We're paying extra, maybe not getting Metalhead or getting it. It just would have messed up the whole wave. So while it is missing a punching bag because he's got punching gloves, I do understand. We probably haven't gotten this small of a number of accessories with the figure since the movie line, but it's very well done. Look how great this dumbbell is. 90 pounds, brother. That's just my warm-up set, dude, when I'm at LA Fitness. But yeah, there's some better detail. And here's Frank Stallone doing some shoulder presses. These look great, and they actually feel good too. They feel weighty for a ply. They're very hard plastic, not flimsy at all, but they still have soft enough plastic to fit the grip hands over them. But yeah, really cool stuff. It's just not a whole lot of it. Here we got Boa going against the greatest of all time. And Boa trying to engage in a classic street fight with player 2 Ryu. So here we are. A very solid figure is Big Boa number 114 in the Classified series line. Almost too faithful to the OG, similar to Quick Kick. At least Quick Kick came with a million different things. I do like the changes they made with the smaller MMA style sparring gloves. The weights are cool and the bloody wraps are real nice. Some of the detail on the figure is excellent. Big Bo is just rock solid. I don't think he's going to make anyone's top list. He was an honorable mention for one of my most anticipated of the year, and I'm glad I got him, and he does live up to expectations, but they weren't that high. I do want to give him a solid 4 out of 5. I think the punching bag, if they could have somehow snuck that in there, would have gave him in the 4.25. You're looking at maybe even almost a 4.5, a more superior range. But otherwise, fun figure to play with. If you've got the Mr. T Roddy Piper 2-pack with the boxing gloves from WrestleMania, that's a good set, of course, with Muhammad Ali. And when we get Balrog from GIJoe Toys, that'll be fun. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. This is Travis Moody. Please like and subscribe if you already haven't. We go live every Wednesday at Toy Kind of Mood. Mostly Joe talk, but we talk about everything else under the sun. Till next time, catch you in the toy aisle. Peace.